What's going on, y'all? Dean NCZ3 here, take 4, let's do this. Army lineups, the best, the bad, the ugly, everything explained. I will explain it, guys. I would like to ask you guys, after I get done explaining stuff, please hear my rants. There's information you guys need to know, and I don't want to hear it if you are in the outs. If you're left out, I don't want to hear it, because I told you at the very beginning of the video. Let's start this though. Let's get together and spend some of your quality time to come hang out with all of us today, right? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's talk about formations, guys. Everybody only wants to know, people clearly only want to know what the best formation is, and I'm letting you know right now there isn't one. For defense and offense, I can tell you one I would recommend using, right? So let's go ahead and get in there, and I'll explain why, right? A lot of people are always range heavy. For some reason, like, oh my god, I gotta turn this music off. Hold on a second here. I gotta move this, guys. Wait a second. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Listen to my voice. You see, girl, everybody's going range units these days. I don't know why, but range is heavy. I'm kidding, guys. Look, I can't do that. I can't do this. It's too much, man. It's too much. Anyways, look, bottom line is a lot of people are really ranged heavy, and so I recommend just the infantry phalanx, to be 1,000,000% honest with you. The only reason I would use a wedge is if I want to clearly protect my T4. Now, what do I mean by that, okay? Wedges, they put the lowest tier troop out of that troop type in the first 2 slots, okay? Do you see these dots right here? They mean something, okay? All these dots, they mean stuff, okay? There's 4 dots for the range phalanx right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 greens. There's 4 of these. Okay, those are each squads, okay? They're individual squads and stuff like that. And so the dots are important. For the wedges, they put the weakest units at the very front. So when you rally a bigger player, you want to shield your T4, well, put a bunch of T3 in front of them. That's all you got to do. If you use a phalanx and you rally somebody or you attack somebody, you could have wounded T3 and T4, right? Having a phalanx does not guarantee you not losing or getting any wounded T4. It doesn't, actually, because it mingles all the troops together. So you got to really remember that, okay? That's why the wedges were invented, because they want you to have the option to make, you know, let's say some T3 right here and then T4 in the back, so that when these guys collide, all these guys are fighting your T3 and then all the rest of your T4 are fighting them. Do you see what I'm saying? That's basically how it does. The buffering sucks, dude. I don't know about buffering. No, nobody's buffering but you. But anyways, look, so check this out, right? It's the troop lineups. That's pretty much it. Like, I would not, I'll put it this way, I will not send a blind attack like this in at somebody. I will not do it like this, or like this. I will only send infantry, because everybody is so, like, everybody's so ranged heavy. That is why I'm going to give in my personal opinion, the best defensive lineup that I can think of it has to be the infantry phalanx or the infantry wedge. The only things I can think of. Like, it's because everybody's so ranged heavy. That's the biggest thing. They'll always be ranged heavy. And so when plowing into a base, you want to try to use your infantry at your disposal. You know, whether you're using a cavalry phalanx, right? And all your cavalry get wiped out and your range get wiped out, because let's say you put, you know, 500 cavalry, 500 range, and then the rest infantry, whatever the case may be, right? Like, that's all I'm trying to say, fam, is tomorrow, I will show you guys how to clearly abuse and use every single phalanx and wedge to the point that it makes it really unfair. You guys want to know how these guys are getting away with all these large attacks and rallies and stuff? I'll show you, right? Tomorrow's stream not tomorrow's stream, but tomorrow's video will be about that. By the way, tomorrow's stream, we'll talk about that later. But anyways, guys, look, the best attack formation, in my opinion, is the one that involves infantry. It doesn't matter if you're a cavalry guy, as long as if this is a blind hit, if you send this in, just make sure that your infantry are the ones that are going to be carrying stuff, because everybody's so ranged heavy. Everybody's really really ranged heavy. Just remember that in the back of your brain. So when you guys ask about formations, which one's the best or whatever, just understand that most people are like 60 to 70% ranged, and then the rest whatever, right? That's all I've got the information as far as like defense goes. As far as attacking goes, bro, if you're a 2 troop type, you want to use the 3rd troop that you're not dominant in to shield. Like to shield. Like you want to shield. You want to shield. 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 Think about the words, okay? Not wedge, not shield like wedge. Like this. No, not shield like wedge like this. No, shield like this. Right? So if I'm infantry cavalry heavy, well, I'll use a ranged phalanx because I want these guys to hit my ranged units first, and then these guys will take over, right? You know, or if I'm, let's say, if I am cavalry ranged heavy, I will make sure I go with all cav units and range units, like, you know what I mean? Like these guys. And then I'll put like 50k. That's why I keep telling people, I'm a huge fan of the 40-40-20 method, right? That's 2 heroes, like 2 cav heroes, 2 infantry heroes, and 1 ranged. But what I'm seeing lately is people sending in 3 cav, 2 ranged or whatever, and still sending in infantry. Just know, guys, your infantry are not worthless. They're there to soak up all these arrows, and they need to. And so I would recommend at least try to put something in there to balance that out. Or your buffer unit, your soaking unit, your shielding unit, when you attack somebody, just make sure you don't neglect it, okay? Just don't neglect it, because what ends up happening is you're only building, right? So this is how it works out, right? This is why I'm saying shield, 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 shield. Like, shield. Right? Shield. Think about that, guys. Think about that, right? If you've got, like, this is the way I did it on my unit, on my T4 account. I only had like 125k Drakes, 125k heroic cannon. No, it was 100k, 100k. Okay. Actually, no, it was 90,000. 90,000 heroic cannoneers, 100k ancient Drakes. Okay. I would only ever make infantry. I didn't ever have to make. Oh, sometimes I'd throw a batch of range in there, but I'd never have to remake my cavalry or anything. You know, until the traps started coming in, right? When people are like, well, if I just make a trap, yada, 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 you know, that's just kind of advice for you guys. Like, your buffer unit, whatever unit you're using for your buffer, you should do it, right? Baron is like, I'm 60-20-20. That's not bad either. If you're 60-20-20, just don't be 60-40. 60-40 is not a very good bet. You always want to try to baby your buffering unit so that you don't lose a crap ton of them, right? Like, if you lose a lot of them, then you gotta build a lot of them, then you can't attack. That's no fun, right? So just remember, guys, most people are literally range heavy. I can't begin to stress that to you. No matter what kingdom you're in, no matter who you're fighting, that is why these 500 million might, 600 million might accounts gobble rallies that don't even wound like 100k of their troops, because they have like 40 million ranged units. Like, that's why you need so many infantry units. You see what I'm saying? And so this is just my personal opinion. Everybody's welcome to disagree, but I'm letting you guys know that tomorrow I'm going to show you guys how to absolutely abuse every single one of these lineups to the point that IGG might fix them to make them work like they were supposed to be, like intended, basically, right? But until we get to that point, I wouldn't worry about it. Now, here's the information you guys need to know. Check this out, right? As of recent, I repeat, I am not really, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I literally just simply don't have the time to come in here, look at all the stuff right here, read it and reply, especially when people like check my gear out, what do you think, yada yada yada. Like, I just simply don't have the time, guys. I really don't. I wish I did. Like, if I was still smaller in YouTube, like, I don't know, like half a year ago or two, or, you know, 2 halves ago, which makes a full, then I would have had a lot of time, right? A lot of time, because there wasn't so many people reaching out, right? But as of right now, guys, I hate to say this though, but the best way, the for sure guaranteed way for me to send you a response back, I hate to say it like this, but it's on Patreon, right? Because I found that I was spending so many hours every single day just coaching random people that could clearly afford to pay for the coaching, right? But they just didn't want to because they were greedy and selfish. And they didn't want to try to help, you know, somebody else. They just want help for themselves, right? Which is okay. You know, everybody's individuals, right? But the guys, I want to make sure I put this out here for you guys. The guys on Patreon, the patrons are going to 1,000,000% be funding the giveaway tomorrow. No, I will not be playing Lords Mobile. The stream underneath us, the times. We'll be giving Google Play card or cards away, depending on how many guys show up. Minimum of 100 viewers. If we get 100 viewers, we will absolutely give away the Google Play card or cards, depending on, right? And then we'll do whatever, right? Long story short, what I'm going to say here doesn't make a lot of sense to people, but I'm going to say it anyways. If you're going to, you know, only want Lords Mobile content from me as a content creator, you guys got to understand that you have to watch all the other videos I put out, doggone it. You know why? Because they directly support Lords Mobile, right? They directly support Lords Mobile. They directly support the giveaways. They support everything that we do on this channel. But their communities like PUBG, Fortnite, all that stuff, they're much larger, much larger, okay? And so when you start seeing 20K views, 30K views on a video daily, well, then you got a lot more money to play with, right? And if we have more money to play with, well, we're gonna be doing some really dumb stuff. Simply put, right? But we can't even get to that point if nobody's willing to support the cause. And that's all I'm trying to say here. This is not a begging, like, side effort or anything like that. If you want to become a patron, links down below. Read what the Patreon website's about. Just know that no monies go to me. They get redistributed back out to you guys. If you guys are curious, right? Not this month, not on the 1st, but as of next month. So, what is that? It's in, what is it? August, September, right? August, September, October, right? August. Yeah, I'm thinking October 1st. This account right here is going to be ready, or maybe sooner, right? Stay tuned for that. It'll be given away just to some random lucky person, whether it's somebody who paid for tickets and gems or money, or they became a patron or whatever. But look, we are only recruiting rally leaders and patrons. We have 18 slots left, guys. And I made a promise to you guys, I will not be removing people out of the guild to make room for bigger fish. You guys are all important to me. Why would I go like this? Stop. And kick this guy out of the guild. Why? My random person, he's low might. I got a billion might player that wants to come in and drop some fat stacks, you know. Oh my god, you're killing me. BTD, you're killing me. But that's what's up. That's pretty much what's up, man. Like, I will not be doing that. If you want to get better at the game, you want the one-on-one personal coaching, all that stuff, become a patron. The money doesn't go to me, guys. It goes back to the community. So stop being so greedy and selfish. And, you know, pony up. We've already got a couple of $100 patrons. I'm one of them, right? There's another guy that's another one of them. We've got a couple of 50s, a few 20s, but mostly 5s. But anyways, though, guys, look, that's pretty much my video spiel. Tomorrow, I promise you guys, tomorrow, 1,000,000%, I will show you guys 1,000,000% how to absolutely, thoroughly abuse each one of these so that your troops may seem like they're 500, but man, when they punch, they seem like they're a gold champion geared person. Like that's all I'm trying to say. And you hear that, person? I made the word up on the spot. It's my schmolder. Anyways, so guys, look, this is pretty much this video. I love you guys, and yeah, you know, don't forget what I said in the video, because it's all true. It's all true. Oh, also, I want to mention one thing. I'm really thinking about tossing this account away, cow udders. I'm thinking about doing it as in like a Merry Christmas present to somebody. I don't really know. Let me know in the comments, guys. I don't know when or how or whatever the case may be. I am really considering on just dropping the account because, you know, it's not that it's not fun, It's just that I don't like having multiple accounts because I feel like I have to keep them always shielded, and I'm such a stickler on time. Even if I set an alarm and shield them at the same time, sometimes I take cow udders out for a walk, and that's why I've got Thrall on me. It happens. You know, we busted into YYG. Anyways, look. Let me know, guys. On that note, though, y'all know what I'm talking about, though. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Be safe. Thanks for stopping by. And stay classy.